The Chicago Bears aren't just making moves this offseason, they're making statements. From adding explosive speed at wide receiver to reinforcing the trenches with veteran power, Chicago is determined to build a team that can compete right away. With visits from playmakers like Rondale Moore and Mecole Hardman, plus a potential addition of a rock-solid lineman in Will Hernandez, the Bears are attacking free agency with urgency. The question now, will these moves be enough to take this team to the next level? The Chicago Bears are staying aggressive in free agency as we enter the second week of the 2025 offseason. They've met with two speedsters at wide receiver, both of whom could bring a serious boost to this offense. One is a Midwest favorite, having played his college ball at Purdue. The other? A Super Bowl hero for the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's not all. There's also a big-name offensive lineman the Bears could target, someone who could have a major impact moving forward. Let's start with Rondale Moore. The Bears have met with the veteran wide receiver, a player known for his elite speed and versatility. Moore spent 3 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals before joining the Atlanta Falcons last year. Unfortunately, his season was cut short by a knee injury, but when healthy, this guy can do it all. He's a threat as a wide receiver, a kick returner, a punt returner, and even a ball carrier. With a blistering 4.29-second 40-yard dash, Moore is the definition of explosive. Interest in Moore isn't limited to Chicago. According to reports, he recently met with the Minnesota Vikings before visiting the Bears, meaning 2 NFC North teams are taking a close look at him. Despite the injury last season, teams clearly see his potential. In his last full season with the Cardinals, Moore caught 40 passes for 352 yards and a touchdown. He's never had fewer than 40 catches in a season, and his yards after catch ability is what really makes him special. Get the ball in his hands on screens, quick slants, whatever it takes, and he'll make plays. Of course, there's the injury concern. A season-ending knee injury kept him off the field last year, when he was expected to play a key role in Atlanta's offense. But for the Bears, that injury might be the reason he's now available in free agency. If Moore can stay healthy, he brings a unique skill set, especially as a rusher. As a rookie in 2021, he averaged 4.2 yards per carry, breaking multiple tackles. In 2023, he had 28 carries for 178 yards, an impressive 6.4 yards per attempt, with a rushing touchdown. That's the kind of versatility that could make this Bears offense even more dangerous. Adding speed and playmaking ability is never a bad thing, and Moore brings both. If the Bears want to give Caleb Williams more weapons, help the return game, and add another dynamic piece to the offense, Moore is a name to watch. Rondale Moore might not be a household name in the NFL, but he has the potential to be a real difference maker. Fans remember what he did at Purdue, but his NFL skill set is still somewhat overlooked. The Bears could land a sleeper pick here, someone who would be a big asset for Richard Hightower's special teams unit. With experience as both a kick and punt returner, Moore's versatility makes him even more valuable, especially since the Bears don't seem likely to bring back DeAndre Carter at this point. Now, let's talk about Mecole Hardman. The veteran wide receiver and return specialist visited the Bears on March 17, 2025. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Chiefs, and he even caught the game-winning touchdown in Kansas City's latest Super Bowl victory over the 49ers. That's the kind of clutch ability that can't be ignored. Hardman brings serious speed to the table, clocking a 4.31-second 40-yard dash, and he's slightly bigger than Moore, which could give him an edge in certain matchups. The news of Hardman's visit came out alongside Moore's, and while his 2024 season with the Chiefs wasn't eye-catching, just 12 catches for 90 yards, his history in Kansas City is much more impressive. Before a brief stint with the Jets, Hardman racked up 151 catches, 2,088 receiving yards, and 16 touchdowns from 2019 to 2022. He also made a major impact on special teams, with over 1,400 return yards. There's another interesting connection here. Bears GM Ryan Poles was in Kansas City's front office when Hardman was originally drafted. That familiarity could play a role in the Bears' interest. Hardman is still young, he's a proven winner, and he fits the mold of a player who can make a difference in multiple phases of the game. If Poles and offensive coordinator Ben Johnson think he can contribute, this could be a smart, low-cost pickup for Chicago. Now, shifting to the offensive line, there's a veteran out there the Bears should seriously consider. He's a former second-round pick with starting experience, toughness, and reliability. That player is Will Hernandez. The massive interior lineman spent the last 2 seasons with the Arizona Cardinals after being drafted by the Giants in 2018. If the Bears want to add size and physicality up front without breaking the bank, Hernandez could be the guy to target. Let's take a look at Will Hernandez and what he could bring to the Bears. His 40-yard dash at the Combine wasn't anything special at 5.15 seconds, but that's not what stands out about him. The real eye-popping number? He put up 37 reps on the bench press at 225 pounds. That's pure strength, exactly what you want in an interior offensive lineman. At 6'2", 327 pounds, he's a big, powerful presence in the trenches, someone who could bring much-needed depth and toughness to this offensive line. Last season with Arizona, Hernandez appeared in just 5 games, but when he played, he showed solid production. He posted a 69.3 PFF grade, ranking 33rd among NFL guards. His pass-blocking grade, 74.2, was 22nd in the league, while his run-blocking grade, 66, ranked 49th. But here's the key stat. He didn't allow a single sack or quarterback hit and gave up just 8 total pressures. That's the kind of reliability that makes him an intriguing option for a Bears team looking to solidify its offensive front. Adding a player like Hernandez would give Chicago a young veteran with starting experience who can contribute right away. He could also serve as a mentor for the younger linemen while learning the ins and outs of Ben Johnson's offense. It's the kind of smart, low-cost move that could pay off in a big way down the road.